Hello everyone and welcome to my bold and beautiful today update channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Is B&B's Hope Logan digging herself a hole with her insincerity? Is Hope's B&B house made of glass? The bold and the beautiful's Hope Logan is willing to cover Douglas and Beth from Sheila at all costs. Indeed, if that means she has to cut off her father, Cleric, from his grandchildren, she'll do it. Hope Logan's hypocrisy over Sheila, while Cleric can't help but question Hope's relationship with Thomas, she insists that he's not the same person that he was ahead. Deacon believes the same thing about Sheila, but Hope says it's insolvable for someone like her to feel empathy towards other people. Is Thomas truly a different man now? Or is Hope just being one-sided? Refresh your memory on her passions for Thomas then. That's what everyone around her can't help but wonder. Hope made it enough clear to Deacon that she doesn't trust Sheila. She indeed questioned her father's love for her, as she told him that she couldn't believe that he'd choose someone like Sheila over her. But Deacon sees effects else. He might be the only person in this city of Los Angeles who thinks Sheila still has some redeeming traits in her. Of course, the same can be said about Hope's passions for Thomas. Liam's cure of reality for Hope. Unfortunately for Hope, her words may end up coming back to hang her. There's a good chance that her partner, Liam, Scott Clifton, will also question whether or not Thomas should be around Beth and Douglas too. Knowing how Liam operates, he might indeed try to take full-time guardianship of the kiddies just to prove his point to Hope. After all, he keeps repeating that Thomas is the same man who prevaricated about their son Beth being dead when she was actually still alive. So is Liam going to take Hope's kiddies down because of Thomas? All signs point to that passing sooner rather than laterally. Hope will feel like a fraud because Liam will give her the same treatment that she gave Deacon. She may end up having to choose between her kiddies or Thomas. The bold and the beautiful charade weekdays on CBS. Eric's recovery brings feud over Forrester throne. Ridge wants CEO office back. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that numerous suckers are holding out stopgap for a Christmas phenomenon when it comes to Eric Forrester and the grim condition he's covering. Eric fears he doesn't have important time left, so he's planning a grand party and hoping to bid his favored bones farewell. Still, it's possible that a life-saving treatment will be set up in the nick of time. It looks like John Finnegan, Lee Finnegan, Bridget Forrester, and a croaker named Dr. Martin will all advance their moxie to this case ultimately. It could mean commodity now that a determined medical platoon's about to rise up in support of Eric. Although Eric has been avoiding the sanitarium, maybe his life could truly be saved by fresh testing. This could fluently be a situation where Eric has been misdiagnosed, especially since B&B suckers don't indeed know what the opinion is. Perhaps Dr. Colin Colby got it wrong, and if he did, that could give Eric an occasion to recover and find his way back to a healthy interpretation of himself. Naturally, we've to suppose about how that could affect Eric's part in Forrester Creations. However, he may feel like he has a new parcel on life and a real chance to keep leading the company like he wants if Eric survives. Although Ridge Forrester will be thankful if Eric survives, how long will that gratefulness last? Ridge may ultimately find himself wanting to get back on the Forrester throne since he originally believed this was a more temporary situation. Ridge has been trying to keep Eric happy in his final months, but what happens if Eric suddenly could have numerous further times? That'd be awful news from a particular viewpoint, but it could complicate effects on a professional position, at least in Ridge's eyes. Ridge's original relief over Eric's survival would presumably fade in time, which could leave him eager to take back the CEO office. The coming plot could be a new Forrester feud if Eric and Ridge's father-son conflict starts back over. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Ridge could make some updates to his perspective depending on the outgrowth of his pater's fire, so stay tuned. Bridget and Thorne's horror. Eric starts off gala with special toast. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for Wednesday, December 6, reveal that Bridget Forrester will make it back to Los Angeles in time for Eric Forrester's big party, but she'll be puzzled about why it had to be right down. Although Bridget will enjoy catching up with everyone, she'll no mistrustfulness quiz Brooke, Logan, and the others about Eric's reason for rushing his plans. B&B spoilers reveal that Bridget will eventually get updates on Eric's terminal illness, so she'll realize he's throwing this bash as a way to say goodbye. Ridge Forrester managed to get Thorne Forrester on a hastily flight home, so Thorne will soon be back in LA to get this terrible news too. Thorne will be in unbelief when he first learns what Eric is over against, so he'll struggle to believe Eric is really fading presto. Although Thorne will hope commodity further can be done, Ridge will feel like they've to concentrate on esteeming Eric's wishes and giving him some happiness before he goes. Of course, that means carrying out this facade and not letting Eric realize they know about his grim condition. Bridget will have trouble recycling all this as well and will decide to look into Eric's case herself soon since she's a croaker. For now, it'll be time to get this bash started, so Eric will gather his strength and get all dressed up for this elegant soiree. Eric wants this to be an indelible feat, so Ridge and the others will do everything in their power to make some meaningful recollections. As Eric announces the morning of the party, he'll make a special toast to his favored bones. Eric may get a little choked up as he tries to savor this moment and make it last for as long as possible. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Eric's family and musketeers will try to hide their sadness as he starts off this grand festivity, so stay tuned for all the highs and lows of this gathering. Bridget and Thorne learn of Eric's illness. Bridget Forrester and Thorne find out Eric is terminal. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for Wednesday, December 6, 2023, promise an emotional occasion as two further of Eric's children learn he's dying. Make sure to snare our Apkins when you tune in. Bold and the beautiful spoilers highlights Bridget returns to Los Angeles for Eric's feat, but snappily learns the real reason behind the party. This isn't just a homage to his fashions, it's to recognize the developer while he's still then because he won't be then long. The truth and the big taradiddle, it's all veritably woeful and ruinous as she and Thorne are fed the details of Eric's dilemma. He has bare months left to live but doesn't want anyone to know. It's a family secret and they're asked to do as the rest of his kin and go with the inflow. Will they agree to keep up appearances? It may be easier said than done, especially for Bridget. She's a croaker and has devoted her life to saving lives. Can she really sit back and do nothing while her father suffers such a terrible fate? Eric's ready to snub. As for Eric, he slaps on a happy face and kicks off his soiree. He's in his element as he readies to hail his guests and protest off the fests. His first order of business is making a toast to his family and praising them for how great they all are. It's just too bad he doesn't recognize them by being open with the verity. In case you're before on the bold and the beautiful, let Soap Hub help catch you up on all the rearmost Los Angeles happenings. Each weekend, we publish the daily update that lets you know the biggest effects that went down and helps you to understand where the show is now. Check it out by clicking then. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.